Next speaker is Randy Jackson.
Good evening. I would like to start off as usual with a heartfelt and sincere thank you for your continued stance on medical freedom and the parents' right to choose. And then I'd like to move on to talking about something that has been concerning me ever since I started attending these board meetings. According to the Wylie ISD organizational structure, the top of the chart says students, parents, and community members of Wylie, then the Board of Trustees, and then the Superintendent of Schools. In reality, it seems to operate in the exact opposite fashion. From what I personally have witnessed, the superintendent provides the vision, and the board rubber stamps the agenda with only cursory questions that are superficial and refuse to openly discuss options in a manner that includes and informs the public. Over 100 unanimous votes in a row on everything from tax rates and budgets to controversial programs and supplies. While the majority of consent items are standard, like employee contracts and reports, that doesn't mean that there shouldn't be open and transparent discussion of the necessity for each item. From the perspective of the parents and the community of Wylie, our concerns and inquiries are little more than an irritating inconvenience to the real top of the chart, and the Board of Trustees seems to feel stuck in the middle. What we need is courageous leadership. What we need is a Board of Trustees that understands that they are elected by the community of Wylie to set the vision for the district, and that it is the duty of the superintendent and their administration to bring that vision to fruition. When I started attending these board meetings, I had the highest hopes that the leadership of the board would shine through, and instead I have felt like an unwanted intruder of the status quo. The way things are, the way things have been, we go by the policy with a refusal and actually an ardent disinterest in changing that policy that you have the power to change isn't good enough as an answer anymore. Following policy isn't good enough. Following what other districts do isn't good enough. Following the primrose path toward the corruption of our education system isn't good enough. It's time for courageous leadership.
Thank you, Ms. Jackson. We will now move on to the